y'all, it's Yaz Javon, and this is just a quick get ready with me video. I was going to shoot a makeup video, but I still have a few products in the mail, so I'm just going to give you this quick get ready with me video. First, I'm going to apply some chapstick, then I'm going to apply some facial oil to my lips, and then I'm going to set my face, or just refresh my face with my refreshing setting spray. Then I'm going to apply some of that same oil that I put on my lips to my face, because like I said, it is a face oil. Then I'm going to rub it in and make sure my skin really absorbs it and really gives it that wonderful glow. Now I'm quickly moving on to brows, just wiping some of that oil off, and then I'm taking my brow pencil and just filling in a line at the bottom, just making sure it's as straight as possible so I won't have to use that much concealer. Now I'm filling in the end, and then I'm going to draw a line at the top. This is just a simple brow because I'm not going for anything dramatic. But as you can see, I'm filling in little hairs, and I'm going to move gradually to the front so my eyebrows won't be boxed in. Make sure you go really light with this, because if you go too deep, you will have literally blocks sitting in the front of your eyebrows, and that's not natural at all. Now I'm taking some of my favorite primer from Touch in Sol. I believe it's called Pore No More, and I'm just applying that all over my face, but mainly to my T-zones and on my blemishes, because it does smooth out skin really nicely. Now I'm going in with some LA Pro Girl concealer on the back of my hand. This is the color Toast. This is my favorite color. I feel like it matches my skin the most. But I'm going to conceal the bottom of my brow. I'm not going to conceal the top, because when I'm going for a natural brow, I don't usually do that. I might take a little foundation and do that, but with the concealer I don't, when I want just a natural brow. But as you can see, I'm dragging down that concealer on my lid because I'm not using any eyeshadow today. So I want to make sure my eyelids are all the same colors, because I do have some dark marks from lack of sleep. So I'm going in with 2 layers of that, and I'm going to blend it in with my beauty blender, just making sure it's even. Then I'm going to do the other eye and apply some Black Radiance translucent powder. This is not my favorite powder, but you know, it gets the job done. This is just an everyday look, you know, so I didn't want to waste any of my expensive stuff that I have. Now moving on to foundation. I'm using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. I can't remember what color it is, but all I know is a very full coverage drugstore foundation. Like I said, this foundation is kind of full coverage, so I sprayed some of that iconic London setting spray up there to give it a little sheen, because this foundation is very, very matte and very, very stiff. So that's why I blend it out with a brush first. Right here, I'm just taking my LA Pro Girl concealer, and I'm going to put it on top of my blemishes, and then I'm going to dab it in with my brush. I did let it sit for about 10 seconds so it can stay in place. Then I'm going to take some of my setting powder and I'll dab it right on top of that blemish so it can stay into place. And then I'm going to use some of my foundation and layer it right on top. This doesn't completely get rid of the blemish, but it does cover it up pretty nicely. Like I stated before, this foundation is very matte, so I refresh my face with both of my setting sprays, and I go in with my beauty sponge and just dab it all over my face to make sure everything is blended in nicely. Now I'm going in with some of my Smashbox concealer, and I'm going to highlight under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and on my forehead. I am going to blend this out with a brush, but then you're going to see me put some of my refreshing spray on the brush just so that concealer can set in my face really nicely when I blend it in. I'm going in with a second layer of concealer because I have bags up under my eyes. I'm going to use that LA Pro Girl concealer, and then I'm going to put a little bit of that highlighting Smashbox concealer I used before. I like to mix that back in because I don't want that LA Pro Girl concealer to take away any of the highlight from before. Now I'm going to take my Cover FX palette and take that darkest shade in the palette to contour the sides of my cheeks and the sides of my forehead. I really like this palette because it's not really a cream or a powder. It's kind of like a wet clay, and I really love the result that it gives. Now I'm blending out that concealer that I let sit under my eyes. That just made the concealer warm up really nicely into my skin and look very natural. I'm taking some of that same setting powder and I'm going to set that concealer down so it won't budge, so it won't crease, or it will not move. You will see me going up on the sides of my eyes because I feel like it gives it a lifted effect, an extra contouring effect, if you will. This is me once again forgetting that I apply concealer anywhere else. I just love dealing with the under eye part, but I forgot that I put concealer on my chin and on my forehead. So I'm just applying powder there so that concealer can stay put also. I'm just taking a little more contouring powder and making sure everything is sharp and precise. Up under that contour, it will get a little muddy, so I'm going to take a little powder and make sure I correct it, but please do not let this powder sit too long because it will leave like a permanent white line into your makeup and you're going to have to find a way to get it off. I'm taking my Pretty Vulgar face powder and I'm just going to set my entire face. After you saw me drench my face with my refreshing mist, I'm going to pull out my lashes with my mascara, but I really should have waited on this step because at the end, as you can see, I decided to apply a wing eyeliner, but that's okay because you will see me go back in with my mascara and pull my eyelashes out again. I wasn't going to apply any falsies, but then I changed my mind. So I'm just applying glue. It's really getting messy. I don't know why. This is a new bottle that I picked up of glue and it seems a bit more runny, but it's okay because I'm going to apply it still the same way that I would if it wasn't runny, and then I'm just going to clean it up later with my mascara. I'm not really putting on my lash on camera being specific, so if you need an eyelash tutorial, just let me know because this is not detailed at all. Okay, moving on to one of my favorite steps. I'm going to take my Ciate London blush and I'm going to apply it right on top of that contour. I always create a small smile just so I know exactly where I want to put the blush at. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite steps besides highlighting. I just love blush. I love pink blushes, orange blushes, red blushes. I just love blush. And on to the favorite part of the makeup. I'm going to take that Cover FX palette and I'm going to apply some highlight right on top of that blush because, you know, I need to glow from within, honestly. I don't like a cakey blush, but I do like to be a little sparkly. And then sometimes I can go overboard, and I'm going to probably put some blush on my forehead, on my nose, on my cupid's bow, because I just really like to glow from within. Now I'm just taking a little bit of my jet black mascara and making sure I correct any problems that I might be having with my lashes. Like I said before, the glue kind of got everywhere, so I'm just going to cover it up with a little jet black mascara. I don't usually wear a lot of lipstick. I usually just wear a simple gloss, but for the sake of this video, I did go grab my Kat Von D matte liquid lipstick and applied it on my lips. Then I took the middle off with a makeup wipe, and then I'm going to apply a little of Ofra's lip gloss and a little of NYX lingerie lip gloss to give it a lighter effect. Here I'm just setting my face one last time, and then I'm going to take my concealer brush and just clean up my lips. I did apply some lip gloss, so I'm going to insert some clips just so you can see the end result.